Welcome back. In the last video, I left you with the question, how many verb forms does English have? The answer is 7. There are 7 verb forms in English. The first form is called the bear form. In Chinese, it is called 原形. The second verb form is called the infinitive form. In Chinese, it is called 不定式. The third verb form is called the simple form. In Chinese, it is called 一半式. The fourth verb form is called the third person simple form. In Chinese, it is called 一半式第三人称, but we will just call it 第三人称 going forward. The fifth verb form is called the preterite form. In Chinese, it is called 过去式. The sixth verb form is called the past participle form. In Chinese, it is called 过去分词. The seventh and final verb form is called the present participle form. In Chinese, it is called 现在分词. So there we have it, the 7 English verb forms. I've given you both the English names of these forms and the Chinese names. Before we continue, though, I want to point out a few things about these names. First, some grammar books refer to the bear form as the bare infinitive. I just call it the bear form because I think the term bare infinitive creates confusion with the infinitive form. So if my students are saying bare infinitive, it creates a bit of confusion. So to make it simpler, I just call it the bear form. But you may see the bear form referred to as the bare infinitive in some grammar books. Secondly, some grammar books call the preterite form the past simple form. So the preterite form, they might call it the past simple form. That is correct, but preterite is the more formal name for this form, and I don't like past simple form because there is a tense in English called past simple. And a big concept that all students need to understand is that verb forms and verb tenses are two different ideas. They're very closely connected, but they're separate. So calling the fifth verb form the past simple form, I think, makes students more confused. So I just refer to it as the preterite form. Another thing you should know about the preterite form is that there are 2 ways to spell preterite. I prefer the British spelling with an E at the end, but the American spelling, which is equally correct, drops the E and spells it as preterite. Both of these spellings are correct, and you will see both in various grammar textbooks. Personally, I like to spell preterite with an E at the end because I think it looks better, but just choose one and be consistent about it. Okay, now that I've given you the names of these 7 verb forms, it's time to learn what these verb forms actually are. That is, we know the names, but what are these verb forms exactly? The answer to that question we will discuss in the next video, so stay tuned.